If you're hunting for the perfect digital note-taking device, then you've probably come across the Boox Go 10.3. It promises a premium 10.3-inch screen, stylus compatibility, and a sleek Android experience. But here's what surprised me. It's not all smooth sailing. In fact, the Boox Go might actually frustrate you in ways you haven't expected. You'd think a $400 device would be flawless, right? However, the reality is far more complicated, and some issues could seriously derail your productivity. So if you're curious whether this device lives up to the hype or just ends up being an overpriced piece of tech, stick around. Because in this review, I'm diving deep into the Boox Go 10.3's problems and whether it's worth your hard-earned cash. First off, let's talk about who this device is even for. The Boox Go 10.3 targets students, professionals, and avid readers who crave the ability to read and annotate documents or take handwritten notes on a large, high-resolution e-ink screen. Its 10.3-inch HD Carta 1200 e-ink display with a 2480 x 1860 resolution. 300 ppi promises paper-like clarity, but the devil is in the details. The device runs Android 12 on an octa-core 2.4 GHz CPU paired with 4 GB RAM and 64 GB storage, which sounds solid for an e-reader cum note-taker. Plus it has wireless connectivity and some other nice features like dual speakers and USB-C. On paper, this should be a dream device for digital note-takers and readers. But here's where things start to get interesting. Let's deep dive into the screen and stylus experience because this is where many users bite into frustration. The Boox Go 10.3's e-ink screen offers a flat cover lens, which feels smooth and easy on the eyes compared to glossy glass. The stylus supports 4096 levels of pressure sensitivity, which sounds impressive. But wait, the screen doesn't have a front light. That's right. No front light means you need to rely on external light sources to use this device effectively. So, if you're someone who likes to read in bed without disturbing your partner or in dimly lit rooms, this is a game changer for the wrong reasons. But the bigger issue lies in how the e-ink screen and Android interface collide. Android apps are designed for fast refresh LCD and OLED screens. But here you've got e-ink technology that refreshes slowly to conserve battery and reduce flickering. What does that mean? In practice, it causes noticeable lag in pen responsiveness and app rendering. The Boox Go 10.3 supports third-party apps, which seems great until you realize most apps are not optimized for e-ink screens, resulting in delays, ghosting, or missed taps. Imagine trying to jot down notes during a fast lecture, but your pen strokes appear with a delay. Annoying, right? It's not a defect but a fundamental limitation of e-ink technology clashing with Android's smooth touch expectations. Now, if you think that's all, hold on. The 3700 mAh battery might sound decent, but the combination of Android and e-ink results in mixed real-world endurance. The device's power management tries to balance battery life and screen refresh, but sometimes your device acts like it's tired faster than you are after a long day. Plus, it weighs about 375 grams, so while it's lighter than some tablets, it's not exactly featherweight for long reading or writing sessions. One small but vital gripe is the device's USB-C port. Yes, it supports OTG and doubles as an audio jack, but charging can be unpredictable. Some users report slow charging speeds or end up needing to carry specific cables, which complicates the neat minimalist appeal the device tries to project. Also, dual speakers and a built-in microphone seem like good perks, but honestly, how often do you want to watch videos or record audio on a 10.3-inch e-ink reader? Here's a tip. If you intended to do heavy media consumption, you bought the wrong device. Now I know you're thinking, okay, so there are a bunch of problems, but what about the software? The Boox Go 10.3 runs on Android 12, meaning you can theoretically download and run apps like Kindle, Evernote, or even web browsers. However, Given the slow e-ink screen problem, complex apps don't perform well. Even native note-taking apps sometimes suffer from sluggishness and stylus lag. Switching between apps isn't always smooth either, leading to an experience that feels more tech beta than ready to go. It's like buying a sports car but being stuck in traffic for half the ride. Frustrating, but here's a fun twist. If you're okay with the quirks and mainly want an e-ink device larger than the traditional 7 or 8-inch readers, the Boox Go 10.3's 10.3-inch screen shines for PDFs and comics. The high resolution means tiny text looks sharp, and page turns are easier on the eyes compared to an LCD screen. This device is tailored for people who consume a lot of lengthy academic papers or graphic novels, needing clearer visuals and handwriting flexibility. In fact, if you only use native Boox apps and don't push the device with too many third-party apps, you might actually love it. Think of it like a Ferrari. You have to know how to drive it right for it to work. Let me pause and add some levity here. Why did the Boox user bring a ladder to the reading session? Because the screen was a bit high-raise for a daily climb. Okay, bad joke, but it highlights the gap between expectations and reality. One more thorny point. The device doesn't include a front light, unlike competitors in this price range, such as Kobo or Remarkable. This omission limits usage in dim environments and could cost you the opportunity to read in bed or in low-light cafes. So if you wanted those cozy night reading vibes, the Boox Go 10.3 might leave you lighting a candle, literally. Now, let's take a look at customer ratings. The Boox Go 10.3 has an average Amazon rating of 3.8 stars out of 5. That's a mixed bag. Some fans love the note-taking precision and screen quality, but many cite issues with software lag, stylus latency, and flaky app compatibility. This split in opinion suggests the device is a niche tool that won't satisfy everybody. It's like ordering sushi. You either get a fresh delight or a stomach ache. Is it worth $399.99? That depends. If you primarily want an e-reader combined with pen input for sketches, light note-taking, and a better-than-average PDF reader, the Boox Go 10.3 can be a sweet spot. But if you expect a tablet-like performance or flawless multi-app workflow, this device will disappoint. It's the tech equivalent of a Swiss Army knife trying to do too many things but not excelling at any single function. Another user experience quirk. The G sensor for auto-rotation is handy for switching between portrait and landscape, but sometimes it triggers unexpectedly when you don't want to, causing annoying screen flickers and interrupting focus during reading or notation. It's like your device has a mind of its own, except it's not plotting world domination, just mild inconvenience. Now, before you click away thinking this is all doom and gloom, here's why you might still consider buying the Boox Go 10.3. Its stylus integration with 4096 pressure levels is among the better ones in the e-ink market, allowing artists and handwriting enthusiasts to really get detailed and natural input. If you pair that with the sharp 10.3-inch display, it makes for a compelling digital notebook that's easy on the eyes compared to traditional tablets. For heavy PDF annotators, especially academics or legal professionals handling dense documents, the larger real estate and e-ink's paper-like quality makes reading more comfortable over long periods. Also, despite its quirks, this device runs full Android 12, unlike many other e-ink readers locked in limited custom OSes. This means with patience and some tinkering, you can customize the device to your workflow better than almost any other e-reader. Want to load your favorite note apps? You can. Want to browse websites without eye strain for hours? Possible, though slower than your smartphone. Here's where the joke fits best. Why did the stylus break up with the Boox Go 10.3? Because it couldn't handle the slow refresh rate. It was tired of waiting for the refresh to happen. On a serious note, patience is key here. In conclusion, the Boox Go 10.3 is not for everyone. If you expect flawless tablet performance or a device that can replace your iPad or Android tablet for everything, don't buy this. But if you're looking for a specialized, large e-ink device to enhance your reading and note-taking, while valuing eye comfort and PDF readability above all, it might just be worth taking a chance on. It has enough premium features to justify the $399.99 price, provided you enter with realistic expectations. Ready for a device that's a little bit quirky but ultimately capable. The Boox Go 10.3 offers a compelling experience for e-readers and note-takers who value eye comfort, precision stylus input, and a large reading surface over speed and flashy features. If this sounds like you, then maybe it's time to give the Boox Go 10.3 a shot. You can grab the best price on Amazon with the link in the description below. Trust me, if you love reading and handwritten notes but hate eye strain, this could be your new best friend, even if it's a bit of an eccentric one. Oh, and one last laugh as you go. Why don't Boox Go 10.3 users ever get lost? Because they always take notes wherever they go, but sometimes the notes appear a few seconds late. That's tech humor to keep your spirits up. So if you want the best deal and to decide for yourself, check the link below. Thanks for watching and happy reading. May your pen strokes be swift and your page refreshes speedy.